It says, do not drop. Why? Because it's heavy. The Metalhead Box is here. Alright, hey there, Jeff here. This is the July Metalhead Box. It has arrived. Seems like it moved through the mail this month quite a bit faster than almost every previous month for the past 8 months or so. I don't know if things are getting better in the mail service, but it definitely was shipped and got here quickly. So, and again, if you're not familiar with this, I've done a video for this every month since I started it back in whenever, last year, October. Metalhead Box, monthly subscription. I get the 2 vinyl and extras box. You can get one that's got CDs. You can get them that's got t-shirts. All these things added. 2 albums and some extras. And I have chose the traditional metal, power metal, melodic side of things. So anyway, you can check my other videos. But if you want to subscribe, the link is the Metalhead Box. I'll have that below. So what I'm going to do this time around, slightly different than I've done in the past. Usually I open the box, I don't usually know half the stuff that's in here, and then I pause and go listen to it and come back. I'm still going to do that part, but what I want to do as we're going through it is I'm going to try to identify the band. So I'm going to pull it open, take a look at it. If I don't know who it is, we're going to take a quick look on like disc guys, get a little idea about it, just so we're a little further into the know before we listen to it. So let's get into this. I have not seen anybody else's videos yet, and so I don't have any clue about anything that's in here or any of the extras. And we will see what we got. All right, so I'm seeing extras on here. We got the pin. All right, so these are the little enamel pins that they get with, and obviously it's going to be a band that I'm not as familiar with. Says Rot. It's got like a dead body. Most of the extras, as I've mentioned before, most of the extras tend to be from a more extreme metal side, which is not really my forte. I have some experience, but there's so many bands in that genre that I am not familiar with it. So I'm gonna have to look this up. I'm sure it is an album cover picture from a band that I am not immediately familiar with. Let's see if a real brief look reveals anything. Okay, so yeah, I tripped across it. This is Obituary from their album Slowly We Rot. And yeah, there is an actual band called Rot I found in like Germany, and the logo is real similar. They're a grindcore band, not Germany, from Brazil. Similar, and I started noticing that, but it's not the same. But anyway, yes, this is Obituary, which makes sense because they've done, I believe we have one of the other pins from Obituary before. All right, next up, let's see what else we got here. Ooh, we have a fancy piece of brown paper. We don't need that. All right. Now, what is this? Cult Never Dies. Oh, looks like a. Oh, okay. Looks like a magazine. Look at that. Okay. All kinds of underground side. Okay. I know some of these. Okay. Probably like a little fanzine. Cult Never Dies. Compendium 3, and those are the bands. So yeah, neat little thing. It's got an ad on here for CDs and stuff. Looks like a little catalog or something along the lines of that goes with the bands. All right, let's see what we got here. Album artwork looks interesting, and wow. Debut solo album from frontman Jelvik. Silent H, I'm assuming. Blackened Viking heavy metal. Recorded mix. Wow, mixed by Justin Phelps, who's done Joe Satriani, Mr. Bungle. Mastered by a person who's done Mastodon and Morbid Angel. Guest appearances by Matt Pike, who I've never heard of those bands in my. Okay, so. Huh. Nuclear Blast. Now, it says Blackened Viking Heavy Metal. We'll have to see what that means. Blackened tends to be more of a black metal, which is not my genre of taste, but we shall see. Maybe he's doing something a little different. Let's look it up. I'm not going to try to pronounce it just because he's obviously foreign. Erland Jelvik. I'm assuming the H is silent. Let's see. Okay, it's actually pronounced Jelvik. Metal composer, lyricist, and vocalist from Norway, and the founder of the band Jelvik. He's done a lot of different music. This is his 2020 release. Welcome to Hell with one L. Very dark looking. All right, so Jelvik, we will I'll give it a listen in a bit. We'll see how that sounds. I am definitely not familiar with that, as usual. Now this sort of sounds familiar. Battle Beast, Unholy Savior, female fronted. Get that glare off of there. Love the artwork. Quite a few songs. 12 songs with the one bonus track. Nuclear Blast. Alright. The name rings a bell, but I don't know. Maybe I've seen somebody else show it. Let's see what we can learn about this one. Battle Beast is a Finnish metal band established in 2008. They have at least, it looks like, about 5 albums. This is their 2015 Unholy Savior. It has yes, 2015, so this is about the middle of the era. They have a couple since then. Well, they look interesting. They sound they look like they would be up my alley with you know, the whole power metal thing. It is a gatefold. We'll open that in a minute. All right, I do look like this one does look more up my alley than the other. We shall see. All right, the other extra we got in here is a photo, Morbid Angel tray. It's just, they send these in here. They're signed, exclusive photos of. Get the glare off of there. And again, they have another one of those. I have, you know, a handful of these so far. So, all right, that is it. The box is empty. So I'm going to quickly spin and check out some of these tracks, and I'll be right back. All right. Let's we're back now. Let's check this out. So Jelvik, it lives up to its name. Blackened, what they call it, blackened Viking metal. So yes, very, you know, lots of Viking imagery, lots of Norse god stuff. Glory to Hell, Hel. That's the Norse goddess of the underworld. The Thor's hammer. I mean, it's right out of, you know, that whole book of Viking Norse storytelling. I love that. I love that medieval, the storytelling, that kind of stuff is very, you know, typical power metal type stuff as far as the types of, you know, dragons and stuff that people sing about. And musically, it's great. And then vocally, the blackened part is vocally, he's got a, you know, rougher voice. If you sped up the music really loud and noisy, it would be kind of a black metal, but you can understand what he's saying. So it's because the music is a little more slowed down. Maybe call it Viking metal, but I like the description blackened Viking metal because of the aggressiveness of the vocals. Musically, it's really good, and I can handle those vocals because, again, I can make out what it is. It comes with an insert. There's him, and then the lyrics, and then the album itself is on. Very cool. It's not really splatter. I guess that's more of a swirl type color. Melded together. Yeah, so okay. That, and it's funny because just about a month or so ago, I buy silver some occasionally, and a month or so ago I got some Norse gods silver coins, and I got the one for Hell, if you can see that. Anyway, they had the ones, you know, Loki and Thor and all that stuff, and Hell was one of them. Now, Battle Beast. It is exactly what you would expect it to be. Euro metal, power metal, lots of double bass drum, lots of keyboards, lots of female vocalists. Her vocal styling is, at times, it's different, kind of different than like your typical, you know, you think in bands like Nightwish and all of the plethora of bands out there that have this female vocal front style. Not so operatic, but at times very operatic. But it's at times it's a little, I hate to use it, little higher pitched, so it's a little different, and then at times it sounds pretty normal. So she's got a unique style at times, and the regular styled other. It is a gatefold. It's on black wax. I'm not going to pull that out. It's a gatefold. It's got pictures of the band. You can see all that, lyrics and all that. I did not, doesn't have any kind of an insert or anything because it's all right there. So this is definitely one of the standard power metal female fronted type bands, and it's you know, just exactly what I was expecting just from the looks of it, and I like the style, so that's cool. All right, love the album cover, loving the style. So that's it. Got two good ones this time. Again, they've been doing really good so far. I've been learning all kinds of new bands here with the Metalhead Box, and that's the whole purpose of it, because I probably would never have ordered those. Don't know anything about where I would even get those from. Probably had never discovered those unless somebody else showed them. And so anyway, it's a way to discover new music, and it's been rare that I've ever gotten anything that I already had. I think it's happened like one time, maybe twice. But anyway, that's all for now. Thanks for watching, though. Thanks a lot, Metalhead Box, for the service, and I will be seeing you all later. Rock on and rock hard.